In the upcoming episode of The Young and the Restless, a major truth finally comes to light as Michael Baldwin exposes a deep-rooted police bribery scheme linked to the chaos surrounding Burrow with Mitch. What begins as a routine legal inquiry quickly spirals into a shocking corruption scandal that could shake Genoa City's law enforcement system, and its most powerful residents, to the core. The storyline opens with Michael Baldwin, the sharp and principled attorney who has spent decades defending justice in a town full of secrets. Lately, Michael has sensed that something hasn't been right in the handling of cases connected to Mitch Burrow's growing business empire. Mitch, a charismatic but shady businessman, recently gained influence in Genoa City's corporate world, but rumors have long followed him. Whispers of backroom deals, missing evidence, and police mistakes that always seem to work in his favor. Michael starts noticing patterns while reviewing files for one of his clients. Several cases involving Mitch's associates have either been dismissed or quietly dropped by the district attorney's office. The paperwork doesn't add up, evidence disappears, witness statements change overnight, and the same handful of officers keep showing up in the reports. For Michael, that's all the confirmation he needs to start digging deeper. At first, he works quietly. He doesn't want to alert anyone until he knows exactly what he's dealing with. He begins by tracing the financial trails: donations made to the police union fund, property investments registered under shell corporations, and sudden increases in certain officers' bank accounts. What he finds shocks him: a coordinated bribery scheme in which high-ranking officers have been accepting payoffs from Mitch Burrow's organization in exchange for looking the other way on illegal activities. The deeper Michael digs, the more dangerous it becomes. Someone clearly doesn't want this information getting out. Late-night phone calls, anonymous threats, and missing files all begin to haunt him. Even his assistant warns him to back off before it's too late. But Michael refuses. He's been on both sides of the law before, and he knows that if corruption is left unchecked, innocent people will continue to suffer. With the help of Christine "Cricket" Blair, who still has deep ties to the justice system, Michael begins collecting hard evidence. They go over security footage, trace wire transfers, and link multiple names to Mitch Burrow's companies. One of the most shocking revelations comes when they discover that a senior police officer, someone long trusted by the Genoa City community, has been acting as Mitch's inside man, ensuring his crimes never see the light of day. When Michael finally confronts the officer, the tension is electric. The man denies everything at first, claiming Michael is chasing ghosts. But Michael, calm and relentless, lays out the proof: transaction records, security logs, and communication data showing the officer's direct involvement. Cornered, the officer tries to make a deal, offering Michael hush money in exchange for his silence. But Michael, true to his moral code, refuses and records the entire exchange, ensuring he has solid evidence for the authorities. What follows is an explosive sequence in which Michael brings the case forward to the Genoa City Police Department's Internal Affairs Unit. The revelation rocks the entire department. Officers are placed on suspension, investigations are launched, and the media catches wind of the scandal. Mitch Burrow, sensing the walls closing in, tries to distance himself from the mess, but it's too late. His name is already circulating in connection with the bribes, and several of his associates are already cooperating with investigators to save themselves. Michael's courage doesn't just expose the bribery ring, it also triggers a massive shakeup in Genoa City's power structure. The DA's office faces scrutiny for its inaction, and several past cases tied to Mitch's business dealings are reopened. For Michael, this victory is personal, not because of fame or power, but because he's proven that truth still matters in a town where loyalty often comes with a price tag. In the aftermath, Michael finds himself at a crossroads. He's earned the respect of many for standing up to corruption, but he's also made new enemies. Mitch, who is now cornered, vows revenge. Even as the police begin cleaning house, Michael knows this story is far from over. Exposing the bribery scheme was only the beginning. Now he must prepare for the backlash that's sure to come from those who've lost everything because of his discovery. As the dust settles, Christine warns Michael to be careful. She knows that Mitch isn't the type to go down quietly. But Michael simply replies that the truth was worth the risk. He's been through too much in his life to let fear silence him now. The episode closes with him looking out over the city, knowing he's restored a measure of justice, but also realizing that in Genoa City, justice always comes at a price. This powerful arc reaffirms Michael Baldwin's place as one of the young and the restless moral anchors, a man willing to walk through fire to defend what's right, even when doing so exposes just how deep the darkness around him really goes.